Welcome back to my YouTube channel English Tutorial. Today's video is specially and meant for all about clauses. That's a vital chapters in English grammar, as you know well. And firstly, as you see on the board, that all about clauses. And the questions may arise that the last videos I discussed about the complex sentence, simple sentence, and compound sentence. And most of the students requested, many students requested me, so sir, please make a video regarding mainly clause. And it is needless to say that as the teachers have a very bitter experiences that even the students of class 11 and 12 do not know the actual or the details of clauses. So the idea and concept on clauses is very important to everyone, not only the students of English also, but also who are interested in English and also want to speak in English correctly. They should know that. Someone have commented that the video is lengthy, but it is nothing but the laughing comments. It should not be, because it is a grammar, just think. And I would like to share my opinion and views and knowledge, whatever, though I know very little in English grammars. But I would like to share this to clear up your confusions. Your means the students who are not fully aware of the clauses. Okay, so to many of the students I see that it is a matter of funny that they know what is clause, that he gave me a pen which is red in color. So what is the clause here? So who answers? I don't want to blame anyone students. They are dear and beloved one to to me, to us teachers. But it is the whole responsibility of teachers communities who have been failed to infuse the actual idea about clauses into their mind. So I consider that something I have to say. And as usual, as I say, that it is my cordial request to all of my beloved students and the respected guardians also to subscribe my channel if you consider that it deserves to be subscribed, otherwise not. And next video, it will be continuing all about clauses. Today's is part 1. Okay, let's start and listen to me. Have patience and cooperate. Now, there are different benchmark to judge what is clauses, to consider what is clauses, to identify what is clauses. But I would like to say rather simply that the first and foremost and heart and soul and also the spirit of a clause is nothing but a group of words which contains a finite verb must and that may be expressed or understood. যদি বাংলায় বলতে চায় যে ফাইনাইট ভার্বটা অঙ্গ, এটা অবশ্যই ক্লজের বৈশিষ্ট্য। এবং নাম্বার ওয়ান must have a finite verb Number two, and it is common that it is a part of a sentence. Number three, I would like to add also, as I have collected these, not written by me and not invented by me, not discovered by me. It is not created by me, rather, but I have collected from eminent grammar's book by eminent authors. Okay, that it can express full or partial meaning. Only three criteria you have to keep in mind, and that's all. And when I go to the examples, you will be able to understand, not boringly but interestingly and joyfully, if you listen to me. So again, I request cordially to keep patience. Let's go. Now, go to examples. Number one, it is not applicable for any class of any particular classes. It is applicable for all students, as my experience says that all of the students who have completed even class 11 or 12 also do not know actually what is clauses. Some students, I don't want to say that all the students do not know. It is not. But a certain percentage of students who could not avail the opportunities of best teachers, so it is meant for them. He gave me a pen which is red in color. Now it is relevant. It is obvious. Obviously, you can divide the sentence into two parts. Okay. Now, if you say, যদি তুমি দুভাগ করে একবারে পরিষ্কার ভাবে, he gave me a pen. Number one, which is red in color. Okay. Now consider. It is clause. It is clause. It is a part of a sentence. It is a part of a sentence. It can express meanings. It also can express meaning. But something different. I have already mentioned that partially or fully it can express it. Why? That is why he gave me a pen. It can express its meaning fully if you close and omit the rest of the part. But if this part is closed, and if you only see that this part, which is red in color, the question may arise that it does not express its meaning fully. Jeta lal color. So jeta which? I want to come to the main point. Okay. Okay, now, which is red in color? Okay. And next, it can express its full meaning, it cannot. Its meaning depends on this first part. So, first, the criteria to be a clauses, those parts have also maintained that it has a finite verb gave, it has a finite verb is. Okay, so it is a clause, it is a clause. Not which is a clause, that is many of my students who are not too much acquainted with the words. It is interrogative pronouns, not clause. But this is a part clause, this is a part clause. Okay? Now it has finite verb, it is finite verb, it is a part of a sentence, it is a part of a sentence. It can express meaning, it can also express meaning, but partially and fully. Now, considering the all criteria, now it is called principal clause. And this part is called subordinate clause. ওকে, প্রিন্সিপালের বাংলা কথা প্রধান, সাবঅর্ডিনেট কারো অধীনে আছে। কেন অধীনে? না, this part of a sentence cannot express its meaning fully without depending on the first part. So it is principal clause and it is subordinate. There is another name also, it is called dependent clause. Okay, dependent clause. And it is also called independent clause. Now, from this it is evident and also clear that what is the clause, what is the actual criteria of these, and how you can identify a clause of a sentence. And now, as you see that most of the divisions, principal clause and subordinate clause, and there also one kinds of clause that you called coordinate clause. Okay, coordinate clause. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. What is coordinate clause? And I hope that you have been able to understand what is clauses actually. Okay, and next video it will be continuing about clauses to make you fully aware, acquainted, and understand what is clauses. Okay, now principal clause, subordinate clause, and coordinate clause. It is nothing but just like here you see that this part of sentence depends on these parts. It is principal, it does not depend to express its full meaning on the rest part of the sentence. But coordinate clause is something different, which is two parts of a sentence. If now, example, he is ill, so he cannot go to school. Now understand, he is ill, he cannot go to school. If you separate or divide the two parts of a sentence, this is and this is. Now, coordinate conjunctions. Okay, it has been placed to join two parts of the sentence. It is clause also, it is clause also, but they are in a same rank. They do not depend No first part is does not depend on the second part to express its meaning. No second part does not depend. Second part does not depend to express its full meaning on the first part. It is called coordinated. It is nothing but this is okay. It is very common. Now today's videos, as the video would be too much lengthy, and in that case you lose your patience, all of my beloved students also. So what is clauses? The introduction of clauses I have just shared with you, and the next videos I must share all the details of clauses, then its division and the clause, mainly as you see that what is clauses, what is the criteria to be a clause, what is the main points and clues, and the three divisions, that principal clause, subordinate clause and coordinate clause. And in next videos I shall express fully and share my opinion, and also make a video about one kinds of sentence one by one. Next day, noun clause, that is very important. Please, sorry. Most of the students do not know how to identify the noun clause. It is very tricky. Okay, so I would like to make easier, and also make too much lucid to make you fully aware. Okay, thanks all of you. Best of luck. Thanks.